2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Welcome back to Teaching Crypto. This is MrFOMO, and these are crypto headlines. Before we get started, make sure that you like, subscribe, and share these videos. It'll really help us out and get this channel off the ground. First up today, FTX has recovered over $5 billion in assets. This is something they're reporting today or yesterday. This is in addition to the $1 billion that was still there and a few $100 million that they had already recovered. So that leaves the total that they've recovered somewhere north of $6 billion, which sounds like a lot, but they were reportedly controlling over $32 billion at one point. So that still leaves a lot of room for customer assets to be found and recovered. More FTX news. The FTX engineering chief, Nishad Singh, wants to work with feds. He's looking for a deal. He plans to admit some guilt. He's going to turn over some evidence and turn on some of his former friends. SBF, on the other hand, continues to deny any guilt. He continues to go online and post, which, I mean, if I was his lawyer, I would not allow him to do that, but he does what he does. But SBF continues to deny stealing funds. And I got to tell you, I think that SBF is taking the right track here, or the better track out of him and his cohorts. The other people are admitting guilt. He has so far denied. And I got to tell you, it seems to be working out a little bit for him so far. My hope is that in the end, all the guilty parties will be prosecuted. But for right now, it seems like he's gotten off with very, very little accountability in this. And he has admitted no guilt so far as well. So we'll see how this plays out. But I have a feeling that the people who admitted guilt and looked for deals in the end will be sorry that they did so. Let's see. Bill Gates. He says crypto and NFTs were 100% based on the greater fool theory. And the greater fool theory is that there is always someone who is a greater fool than you that will buy whatever you bought at a higher price. He also says that he sees AI as greater revolutionary technology than Web3 and the Metaverse. He thinks artificial intelligence is something that is going to cause a revolution, and the other things are not that great compared to, their predecessors. However, you take that with a grain of salt because Microsoft is involved in the metaverse. They plan to continue working in the metaverse. It's not like they're giving up on it. And really what he's saying is that AI is more revolutionary. He's not saying that AI is a problem or that that the metaverse or Web3 are jokes or that they're garbage or that they're not worth investing in. What he's saying is that AI is more revolutionary. And I think some of these headlines get it confused, or they try to make more out of it than it actually is. That being said, I don't know what a revolution looks like to you, but the McKinsey report says that the metaverse may be worth $5 trillion in value by 2030. So for me as an investor, 5 trillion or anything in the trillions sounds like a revolution compared to what it is now. So the metaverse, at least, according to the McKinsey report, has got a long way to go and a lot of money to be made for investors. And the biggest thing that they pointed out is that they are maximizing user experience in AI, and that is the aim, to continue to maximize that user experience so that people continue to want to use, the metaverse. So that is their aim, is to continue maximizing the user experience. It's worked so far, and as I said, Bill Gates may say that AI is, more revolutionary than the metaverse, but it appears that the metaverse is going to make a lot of people a lot of money by 2030. And finally, CPI and the Fed. The consumer price index, or the CPI, slowed to 6.5% from 7.1 in December. The expectation is that Powell will continue raising interest rates despite the slowing of the CPI, and he's probably going to raise it another 0.25%. This is not something that we did not predict. I mean, sort of everybody in the markets, even outside of crypto, predicted that the CPI would slow, but they also predicted that he would raise rates. So we'll have to see what he does, or what the Fed does and what he announces. But it looks like they'll make another small raise to the rates, and it looks like it's at least working in the short term. There are some indications that the CPI may be speeding back up next month. So that could spell bad news for more interest rate hikes and maybe even higher interest rate hikes. Well, let's go into the prices. Over the last 24 hours, the top movers, that's the top losers. The top movers in the last 24 hours, some big names here: AVAX, Bitcoin Cash, Near Protocol, Flow, Immutable X, Aave, Gala, Axis Infinity, and Chili's. All big names, all names you're familiar with, all decent projects, all projects that we've done token reviews on the channel. So it's good to see those kinds of projects moving. Let's see what's down in the last 24. ApeCoin, Nexo, XRP, Kava. Some interesting projects down there that aren't necessarily bad projects that have lost a little bit over the last 24. You might want to take a look at those. 7-day, who's doing the best over the 7-day? Of course, Gala, 124%. Lido DAO is up 49%. Aptos is up 58%. Zilliqa, 41%. Immutable X is up 30%. AVAX up 29%, almost 30%. Optimism, Decentraland, Flow, some really good names in there. So if you're holding those, consider taking profits. And over the last 7 days, the ones that are down the biggest: Bitcoin, Satoshi Value, Leo, True USD, Toncoin. We're getting into flat coins, even some of these stable coins, but it looks like most of the market is moving in the green. So that's good. There's not much opportunity over the last 7 days. And those are your crypto headlines for January 12th, 2023. Remember to like, subscribe, and share these videos. And we will see you next time on Teaching Crypto.